turn this down right quick. What's going on, everybody? This your boy, Steve has some motivated minds. Hey, so check this out. I read this quote that said, betrayal never comes from an enemy. I wanted to let that sink in for a second. When I read that, I started running things through my mind, about everything that I've ever read about somebody being betrayed. In every case that I read, in every story that I read about that, it's a true statement that it never came from an enemy. It always came from someone close to the person that was being betrayed, right? And oftentimes it was either family or a close friend. So the first thing that popped in my mind was Jesus and his disciples. And people always say that there's always a Judas in the midst. Pastor Troy said, and I'm thinking about how, when I thought about how, this dude was with Jesus every single day, working miracles with him and was with him everywhere he went, broke bread with him and all of that. But yet at the end of the day, he betrayed him. And in that case, there was some money involved. And, isn't that kind of typical? What people will do for money. But at the end of the day, he was betrayed by someone in his inner circle. So if we subscribe to the Bible, and we believe that, those stories about Jesus and his 12 disciples and how close they were, and that someone in his inner circle betrayed him, why would we not think that people who are close to us would not betray us? Then I thought about, somehow my oldest brother popped in my mind. And I remember when I was in high school, I remember we was reading Julius Caesar. And I thought I knew someone had to learn something, about Julius Caesar. And he told me, he said, yeah, I know all about that, et tu, Brute, then fall Caesar. So, I thought about that because if you know the story, about Julius Caesar, that he was betrayed by his partner, Brutus, right? And when Brutus stabbed him in the back, Caesar looked up and was like, et tu, Brute, you too, Brutus? So again, it was somebody that was close to him, somebody that was in his inner circle that betrayed him. So then, I was just like, okay, but that was way back then, and these stories, whatever. So, what came to mind then was like, the Black Panther Party. And I read a lot about them and, just kind of did a lot of studying and researching. And, they were destroyed from the inside out. Any other government did it. But how they did it was they placed people inside the organization that got close to them, sowed dissension and did all kinds of other things and destroyed that organization. So they were betrayed by people who was close to them. But the one that really took the cake for me, that just kind of brought this all home, was when I thought about Fred Hampton. And I was thinking about the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. And I got a book about Fred Hampton. But I've known his story. But I was thinking about that movie and how the dude that betrayed him was really close to him. Dude set him up to be murdered by the FBI and the Chicago police. All right, somebody close. Wasn't an enemy. He was a friend. So all I'm saying is this: that at the end of the day, like the quote says, betrayal never comes from an enemy. Sometimes you gotta watch those who are close to you. Mo 3, he put it like this. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Vic once told me, he said, man, listen. He said, you keep your eye on your enemy, but your gun on your friends. It's your boy C. Hess, Motivated Minds. I just want y'all to think.